Hi friends, thank you for joining me for another video. I have my new cup of coffee. I went to see Lion King on the day before Thanksgiving with my parents and my partner, and what an amazing experience. If you're able to see it, go check it out. And I had to get me a little mug for my coffee. So today I thought, why don't I show my currently uninked pens? And actually, I have way more than this case of pens that are new and have not been inked once. And I'm not sure why I do that. I like to, and some people get a pen, new pen day, and they immediately ink it up. For me, it takes me forever because I usually get it in the middle of the day and I'm working and I have something else to do that night or whatever. And I want to be able to sit down and enjoy the experience, select the proper ink for the pen, so it takes me quite a long time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think some of these are maybe not a year old, but they're definitely several months old, like summertime maybe. And I have yet to ink them up. So anyway, this is my current tray of currently uninked, and like I said, I have a few more that have come in, whichever whichever is correct. Pick one for me. It's a Saturday morning and my brain is kind of fried. So anyway, um I have a few more, but some of them I've taken out of here and have actually inked them up, and then I replaced them with like other ones. I think these are my latest ones, and I used to have other pens that have been removed from this tray. But okay, I just want to show you, and you can clearly see a very colorful theme going on. I guess I'm a big fan of colorful pens, which is not wrong. So this here is a Schon design full-sized fountain pen, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a little ice cream glyph right here. So I think these guys all came with like a random um, glyph. Like some of them had a smiley face or like a little ghost. I forget what all there were, but mine's a little ice cream. I think it's so cute. And this model or this colorway is the Lizardskin. And I've been liking a broader nib, so I like mediums and I guess stubs. I haven't really used broads that much, but I wouldn't be opposed to them. But I just like being able to see like a nice like line of ink on my page. So I guess that's why I went with a stub. This is a cartridge converter pen. Oh, I'm tired. um, and like I said, it's still fairly new, but I love the colors. I think it's great. Any ink color would go with this if you want to be like matchy. But I was just really impressed with how it came out. It's super pretty. Again, this is a Schon design, Lizardskin full-size fountain pen. This other one, this is the Pen Addict Opus 88 Halo fountain pen, and this is a collaboration between the both. So the Pen Addict, you should know, so there's a podcast. So I think it's what, 10 years old, if I'm not mistaken. It's Brad and Mike, and the show. There's a new episode every Wednesday at I think 10 a.m. or so. They record it live and then it's posted on the platform. So I always catch it on Spotify later that day or the next day. So anyway, I have been liking a lot of the Opus pens. So I really like this colorway, even though I think I've said before that I'm not a big orange guy. This color is not disturbing enough for me to not be in my collection. So I went ahead and had to get it. And it was fairly inexpensive, and I'm glad to support Brad in his podcast because he brings a lot of content to us, and I really appreciate it. So this is a Japanese eyedropper. So you unscrew it, you drop your ink in here, and whenever you have to write, you unscrew this end so that way the ink flows into the feed. So it's a pretty great system. You can put a lot of ink in there. But again, it's still uninked. So I will stop saying that because that is the story for all of these pens. Now this is a pretty cool pen. And I actually had to get this because this one came out this year. And I was like, well, if I'm gonna get this one, then I need to get last year's pen. So these are the Opus 88 Demonstrator or Koloro, I think, demonstrators. And these are meant to match the Pantone color of the year. So I think, is this 2020 or 2021? I forget the year, but was it the yellow? I think it was. But then 2022's was the Veri Peri color of the year. So they came out with this colorway, which I think is fabulous. I love them both. I love the size. I have been using a Koloro demonstrator. Well, not a demonstrator, I guess, but I have used this model with an Endless Pens exclusive that Micah Fines designed. It was the the influencer inspired one. So yeah, I have both of these. I think I got this one from Endless Pens, and then I got this one from Gourmet Pens Shop because everybody else was out of that pen except for Gourmet Pens, I believe. So I had to get them, and I think I got this one in a flex. It looked flex, right? Yeah, it looks flexy. And then what did I get this with? Probably a medium or a stub. Look at that, medium. Medium is like my go-to. But I really need to like branch out and start using like some grinds and other things. So yeah, those are my two beautiful Pantone themed pens. And now this beauty, I love it. I saw this from another Instagram user. I forget their name, but I was glad they tagged the pen maker, which is Little Pen Designs. And I immediately reached out like, hey, do you have any more of those? Because I am in love. And I think the user's finials were either pink or like this purple, or maybe it was the blue, the teal. I was like, can you do yellow? Because, you know, I'm a sucker for yellow. And he's like, sure. And it was done so fast. Like, I think it like took maybe less than a month. And he told me right away. So I went and got it from his Etsy shop. And I got it with a stub. But this, I'm gonna probably butcher the name. Candy Nougat. I don't know if that's how you say it. Nougat. So it's not nugget, right? But it's so cool. It reminds me of like, so I grew up in Mexico and we had those like rainbow jellos. It reminds me of that a little bit, but I just love also the look that is very terrazzo, colorful terrazzo. It's just so unique, so pretty. So I can't wait to use it. It's something else. This pen I bought secondhand from a friend, and this is the Gravitas full-size fountain pen. I really don't know the exact name of it. Was it the Skittles? I think he called a few of them like the Skittles pens. And then he had like pocket pens as well. So, oops. Sorry about the shaking. But yeah, I have been wanting to try one of Gravitas' pens, and this was a perfect chance to try one. So this is my very first one, and it is aluminum. Is it aluminum or is it steel? I think it's aluminum. It's a little bit heavy, but it's not bad. Like holding it, like I feel like the weight is more here, and not here, so I'm glad. But you can probably still, you may not want to post it because it just sounds or feels like the finish will start to wear off because of the metal here. I think there was like the person I bought this from told me there was like just a mini scratch, but that's okay. Like I don't mind it. It looks great. It's colorful. I think the scratch is here. You can probably see it. Anyway, that's that pen. Super pretty. I love the colors. Ooh, this one's fun. Okay. If I'm not mistaken, I think Ferocious and Pretty Pens on Instagram, and I think also on YouTube, has this exact pen. Well, not the exact, but because of the swirly patterns, it's a little bit different. But I first noticed this pen on her page, and I was like, oh my gosh. Because the way she took her picture in the sunlight, this portion right here with the gold shimmer is just insane. It's really, really good. And this is by, and sorry if I mispronounce the name, but I think it's Pichevin Pens. And he does amazing work. All of his pens just look fantastic. The materials, the photography. So I think I have one other by him, which is also uninked, but it's in that little chest behind me, or behind this case. But super affordable, great designs. I love the shape. I love the finish. And this is in the Waverly Erinoid. Is that how you say it? I'll type these names up, friends, because I know I'm probably butchering these names, and I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is that pen, and I can't wait to use it. I don't know what I would use, but something like in this light blue color, even like a shimmer yellow, would be really, really great. Okay, this pen, this is a Jason Neal Penworks, and I have been a great fan of Jason's work for quite some time now. I love the shape of his pens. Let me see if I have another one here. I don't think I do, but they have such a great shape, and this is a Tucker 48, if I'm not mistaken, which is a little bit bigger than his standard Tucker. And he posted this pen or the material, and I saw this yellow, and I was like, oh my gosh, that belongs in my collection. So I reached out to him, and I was like, please put that aside for me. And he did. I'm so happy. And this is such a funky filling mechanism. I'm glad I'm showing you this right now because, oops, am I doing that? Okay, yeah. So there's this guy here. Okay, oh, it unscrews. So this is basically like an eyedropper, and you drop ink in here, and then you screw that guy back in. It's so cool. I wonder if it fits a converter. Probably not, because of the screw thing, or the threads or whatever. But yeah, isn't that neat? There's like this reservoir, and yeah, you can probably see the ink sloshing around in there, but also suspended in the body, so that's pretty neat. So yeah, super cool pen. I think this is the only one he made that looks like that, so reach out to him if you want another one. It may be a while, but yeah, it's a great pen. The next pen that I have is by Pascal, I think is how you say his name. And the model is Cerberus, right? I think that's how you say it. And the acrylic is lemon mango. So this is a funky little shape. Well, maybe not funky, but it's pretty neat. I love the flat ends. very cylindrical. I have another pen almost like it, but it's in a gray matte finish. But I love this black. I mean, sorry, what am I thinking? I love this yellow color. It's super cute. And he was super great to work with. He even sent me samples of ink and some stickers from his wife's shop because he's like they're both entrepreneurs and he makes pens, and his wife has like a small little stationery shop as well. So I was happy to support, and super neat, super comfortable. Again, love the shape. Can you post it? Probably not. No, you can't post it, but that's okay. I think it's comfortable and like long enough that you don't need to. The nib is funny too. It's like interesting. It doesn't look like a Jovo. Sorry, there's a plane going by. And this last pen is by HelloTello. And I think you saw me unboxing it just a few weeks ago. And of course, it sits here just waiting for me to ink it up. And I won't repeat the materials mainly because I don't remember them. But I think this is primary manipulation. So yeah, I can't wait to use it. The section is funky, but it's different, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable. Uh, so I just can't wait to try it out. So yeah, these are my, well, not all of them, but this is a set of my currently uninked pens. I would love to hear suggestions of inks to go with these pens, friends. Let me know your thoughts on each of them, and if you think there's a specific ink that needs to go in each pen, let me know because I actually haven't started thinking about that. They've been sitting there, um, looking at me, wondering when they'll be used, and I hope that soon. So anyway, thank you for joining me again. I will catch you next week with the Inkvent calendar. I have been busy watching those, and I can't wait to share my thoughts on them. So enjoy the rest of your week. Thank you. Bye bye.